Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you please put a one in the chat? If you can hear me, please type a one in the chat. How's everyone doing? Good. Hello, my Renaissance grandma. How are you? Good to see you. Growing with Hudson. How are you doing? Good to see you. KJ's Healthful Living. Hey, how are you? Blessed family. How you doing? The New Orleans Gardener. Yes, you guys hear and see me. How are you? Sharon Fuller. Hello. Linda, I loved watching you make that apple cider vinegar today in the hashtag Jar It Up 2023 challenge. I loved it. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see you do a taste test. Yes, a taste test with that. How you doing, Sharon Fuller? Good to see you. Miss Shirley, the OG gardener. How are you? Yes, you can hear me. Hey, Nikki Walker, how you doing? Good to see you. Gigi, how are you doing? How you doing, sis? Good to see you. Yes, JT Jr. grows in Alaska. How are you? Good to see you. I said JT. GT, I'm getting it done in my WIG 2022 grow off challenge. I finally have tomatoes. I'm actually shocked, guys. I have tomatoes indoors. Yes, GT. GT Jr. Yes, I do. I'm excited to have those tomatoes indoors. I really was surprised. I was really surprised. I didn't think I was going to get anything. I was actually concerned, to be honest with you, but I was really glad to be able to get them. Miss Shirley, how are you doing tonight? How are you? You saw those tomatoes? I really am surprised by that. So I want to see how they taste. Hopefully they'll taste really good. I'm hoping that they taste really good. How are you doing, Black Guns and Gardens? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Guys, my weather here is going crazy right now. Yes, you're enjoying beautiful weather down in Hammond, Louisiana. That is great, Nikki. We are not having beautiful weather here, so I hope that my internet stays on. It's very windy right now. I was hearing the wind whipping it, and one of my computers just wasn't coming up. So I'm glad to know that you're having beautiful weather. How are you doing, Littlefoot Ranch? Good to see you. Yes, good to see you, Maria Graham. How are you? How's the weather going for everyone? Yes, how's everyone's weather going? Hello, Martika. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hi, Cheryl Faulkner. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone's weather? Anyone weather? I know that Nikki said she's having really nice weather down in New Orleans where she's at Hammonds, but here it is really windy. We've had rain off and on. It's supposed to be 70, but it feels pretty chilly here. How are you doing, Jamie's Country Living? Good to see you. Rainy, but rainy, but thankful for it. I hear you, Gigi. You needing that rain. Oh, Tina, she did not intend to delete you. She's sorry about that, Cheryl. So you can put it back, whatever you had in the chat, go ahead and put it back in there. Absolutely. You're doing well, Littlefoot Ranch. 83 degrees. Wow. Blue skies and warm. Bam it with Arthur Butler. How are you doing? You're in the area with tornado warnings. Well, be safe. Praying for your safety and everyone's safety. I did see where there were so many tornadoes touching down. Yes, be safe and just prayers for everyone and everyone's safety in the area where all these tornadoes are. Hi, PW 72 in Baton Rouge. 72 in Baton Rouge. Okay. That sounds pretty nice too. Hi, Barb Brownlee. Good to see you. You have tornado watches as well. Stormed all day long. Wow. Now that's the one good thing. We do not have any tornado watches uh, at all. Thank God we don't have any here. You all that are having those watches and warnings, please be safe. I am seeing a lot of that on TV. I saw that when I came home. Hi, TLC in the garden. How are you doing? Good to see you. I understand she's on her phone, guys, and she can't really type. I get it. I get it. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I want to thank everyone for being here. How are you doing, Ricky Life 365? Yes, good to see you. Good to see you. You know, I wanted to spend a little bit of time tonight. Really, just first, let's talk about how everyone's weather's doing. Some are having the tornadoes and tornado warnings and watches all over. Others, like me, are just having a lot of wind, and I'm hoping that my internet stays on through all of this wind. Thank you, Maria. Hit that like button, family. Thank you, Maria Graham. I appreciate that. Cheryl, you having rain, but decent temperatures. Yeah. Perfect weather in New Orleans. The New Orleans Gardener is saying. Yeah, smash that like button. You need the rain where you are, Ricky. Oh, wow, not enough rain. Okay, now we've been getting quite a bit of rain, and we'll get some more this weekend. It's actually all throughout the day. It's very wet here, very wet here. Windy and rainy in Tennessee, growing with Hudson. Hey, hands in the dirt, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, it's been raining and wet and everything here, you know. Today, I really wanted to come and, talk a little bit about mental health, self-healing, self-care, and just to talk about some things that we are doing or some things that we can all do. They're so, your part of South Carolina is soaked. What part of South Carolina are you in, Bamit? What South Carolina is soaked where you are? 84% humidity, feels like the spring. Wow. Yes, happy Lenten season. Temps ruler. I'm sorry, I cannot. Les bon temps ruler. I butchered that, I know. Transplant from New Orleans. I got you. Rainy and wet in South Carolina too, where Maria Graham is at. Those tree tomatoes. I tell you what, Linda, those tree tomatoes. I thought, I got a real kick. I knew you would love to talk about fermenting those. I've never ever heard of or seen a tree tomato until you talked about that ever. So that's news to me. It's very pretty. It's a very pretty fruit or vegetable, whatever it is. It's very pretty, so. But yes, I wanted to just come today and spend a little time giving some tips on self-care to boost our mental health. There's so much going on right now in the world. If you turn on the TV, lots of anxiety, even on the internet, there's so much going on that can cause us so much anxiety. And sometimes we allow that to get to us. Self-care is very, very important. I know, Gigi, you talked about self-care here recently, but I want to talk about it as it relates to some tips to boosting our mental health. So what are some of the things that you all do? She's a nasty vegetable or fruit, that tomato, tree tomato. Yes, I'm gonna try it. No, I may try it if I ever find it anywhere, just to see what. It's a very pretty fruit, but I may just try it just to see what I think about it. So yes, I wanted to just see what any of you do for your mental health, any things that you do, any tips that you can give to boost your self-care as it relates to your mental health. That's one of the things that I wanted to talk about today. One of the things that I read that was important, and I'm very bad about doing this, and I set my alarm, my clock is set in advance. Number one, I set my clock at least 5 minutes in advance. And then I set a snooze button on top of that in the mornings. So one of the things that we can do to help with our mental health, actually one of the tips, is not to set a snooze button. Don't set the snooze button. It says who are you trying to fool? You're trying to fool yourself by doing that. And that if you shouldn't build in that time, just use the time wisely. Set your alarm to the time that it is. Get up when the alarm goes off. Yes, take a walk and get away from everyone. That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. Growing with Hudson, you do the same thing as well. Jamie's Country Living, you keep your clocks already. You keep them 5 minutes ahead too. I'm just paranoid about being late. I just can't. I just don't like it at all. I do not like it at all. And so I'm always trying to keep everything ahead. You love Blessed Family. Hey, how are you doing, Blessed Family? I don't know if I spoke to you earlier. You love listening to the ocean or the waterfalls. It helps you relax at night. Yes. Yes, you have to trick yourself, growing with Hudson. Hey, Cassandra, South Fulton Garden. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Spa days are always nice. That's so true, Gigi. You like the spa days. Set your clock 5 minutes ahead as well. And then does anyone else in here do that snooze, hit that snooze button? Now, even for my lives, I set my snooze button. You're OCD about being late too, Miss Shirley. Yes, always have to be. I'm always early. I like to be early. That way, no matter what's going on, if something happens and slows me down, I know that I am still early. And that's so I'm always setting my alarm like that. Do any of you open up your blinds as soon as you get up? I know it's still dark for a lot of us, but when it's daylight, do you open up your blinds when you get up? Let that natural sunlight in. You can't wake straight up. You mess around. Oh, you can't. Well, you mess around and call off. I know, growing with Hudson. I know, growing with Hudson. It is hard sometimes. You sit up and it's like, oh my goodness, I feel like calling off today. Every day, you open up your blinds every day, Gigi. Yes, yes. You're early as well. Maria Graham, you're early. You like the lyrics in the movie. Let it go. Don't hold things in. Brad at Full Spectrum Survival says, do your preps, do your chores, and have fun. Yeah, have fun. That's very true. Have fun. You're always up long before your alarm goes off. So but no snooze button for you. That's really good. That's really good. And some of the other things that can help you really, and not many people do this, and that is to light candles and different smells that are very relaxing, like lavender, frankincense. Those things are very relaxing. Your blinds are always Littlefoot Ranch. I used to have blinds open like that, but not anymore. I keep those blinds closed. Open the blinds. I do like my blinds to be open throughout the day, though, because I love the sunlight. You open your blinds, stretch, and set your intentions for the day by journaling. That's wonderful, KJ's Healthful Living. A great way to start your day. You love to read. You love to read, knit, crochet in the evenings, or ride exercise bike in the mornings before you make your breakfast. Barb Brownlee, those are excellent ways to help with your mental health. New Orleans Gardener, you like to open your blinds and your Bible. Amen. Blinds and Bible opening early in the morning. Juicing with Jay. Hello, how are you? That jerk chicken. Yes. I did that jerk chicken. Yes. Yes. That's another way that keeps me from being stressed. I try to plan the day ahead of time before my meal so I'm not stressed, wondering what I'm going to eat the next day. The sun comes through your blinds, Cheryl. Yes. And so you probably are up and opening up those blinds. You're not allowed, candles aren't allowed in your house because they are a fire hazard. Get an electronic candle instead. I hear you, no candles in your house. Okay. I know a lot of people do like their candles. Essential oils. I like my essential oils too, Gigi. I like my essential oils. I like the lavender, I like the frankincense. I like all of them. And they are good. And some of the things that help people relax are smells. Hey, Grace Grimes, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Call of the Wild Boy, 8 p.m. over here in North Carolina. All right. Good to see you. Good to see you over in North Carolina. How are you doing? But that's some of the things that I kind of lost my train of thought. One of the things about the senses, and I saw this somewhere else, are senses of places or things that you enjoy. Let's say if you had a grandmother that had a certain scent, if you had her cologne, those sort of scents, those things that make you remember fun times, those are some good things to have, some good reminders and things that calm you or relax you. House plants are always good things to help with your mental health, and starting the side hustles or the things that you enjoy. And I think several of you mentioned things that you enjoy. I know a lot of people in here enjoy gardening. A lot of people in here enjoy gardening, crocheting, some knitting, a lot of reading, oil diffusers. Absolutely. I love those. You distress. Nikki says she distresses with a warm bath. Yeah, scented candles and a glass of wine. Listen to Kenny G. I hear you. I hear you. That is a great way too, is to distress with a warm bath. And that does relax, helps relax your muscles, helps you relax your mind. And sometimes, how many of you in here sometimes have an opportunity to just sit and be in your own thoughts? Are there many of you in here that have an opportunity to just sit and be in your own thoughts? Blessed family, you either light a candle or you start your essential oil diffuser and start your tabletop waterfall. Oh, you like that sound. GT, you like to sit in your thoughts? Good. Yes. So a lot of times we talk about meditating and things like that, but sometimes you can just sit still, just be still and be in your thoughts. Your seedlings are stressing you out. Growing with Hudson's. That's why you love direct sowing, but you try every year to start early. I do the same thing growing with Hudson. I see everybody starting their seedlings and I start mine and they end up leggy. And by the time I get them planted, they're all over the place and I'm direct sowing anyway. So we'll see what I do this time. Odom's Homestead, how are you? How are you doing? Yes, the garden is a seat for hours of thinking for you. That is great. A lot of people spend time out in nature, getting outside, getting fresh air, the sunlight, all of that is really good to distress people. How's everybody doing? Y'all know I like to do my giveaways, and it's about 20 after, so it's time for me to do a giveaway before we continue on. Best family, you also like to listen to your favorite gospel music and sing and or pray. When you work, you praise him all the way to work on. Amen. Amen to that. Gigi, you play Kenny G at your wedding. Oh, you did? Somebody played Kenny G? Yes. That saxophone, I tell you, that saxophone. Sharon Fuller, you love to sit and be in your own thoughts. You live near a lake and you'll go sit out at the lake to clear your head. Yes, the water also helps. You listen to the rain. I'm listening to a lot of wind right now. A lot of wind right now. I want to give away some seeds. I finally made my way over to the Dollar Tree. Made my way over to the Dollar Tree, guys, and have some seeds. And I want to give away some seeds, y'all. I'm going to give away some seeds. So I'm giving away this first set is some thyme, oregano, basil. I'm going to give away 4 packs and some kale. So I'm going to give away these 4 packs of seeds. I got to keep them straight for in my own mind, y'all. So what I want to do once again, I like this simply because it's easy. I'm just getting ready to write down a number. And the number that I am going to write down, I can't tell you that, can I? 34 people in here, but only 9 likes. Thank you, Littlefoot Ranch. Yes, smash that like button, please. You sit on the porch in the afternoon and watch the traffic go by. Yes, Maria. I know a lot of people that used to do that, sit around and watch the traffic go by. I like to watch as well. I'm a people watcher if I go out. Have 30 thumbs up. Very good. Very good. So I'm giving away these 4 packs of seeds, y'all. What do I have? I have some basil, oregano, thyme, and kale. And I'm going to do numbers. You're trying your best not to order those North Georgia candy roasters. Talking to Miss Linda. Hey, Good Eats. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're getting ready to do our first giveaway of our seeds tonight. And we're going to do some between 1 and 100. 1 and 100. That's okay, Littlefoot Ranch. We're always good. Yes, go. Between 1 and 100. Let's see where we are today. Let's stop. We're going to stop. I see it. I see it. We will stop. That was quick today. Stop. Barb Brownlee is the first person I saw with the number 3. Congratulations, Barb. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. I'm going to write that down. And if you would, please just send me an email. wholenewperspective@gmail.com. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now I'll have several more before we finish tonight. I'll give away more seeds. Yes, congratulations. I wanted to talk a little more about, some tips and things to boost our mental health right now with everything going on. I know a lot of us are still preparing and a lot of us are still prepping. Guava Maria Graham. Thank you, Growing with Hudson. Thank you, Growing with Hudson. There's my email, wholenewperspective@gmail.com. Thank you. One of the things that I wanted to really talk about too is just gratitude, overall gratitude. I know that, do many of you have a gratitude journal? Anyone in here keep a gratitude journal? That's one of the things that helps me really on a daily basis is being grateful and having gratitude. You do, Good Eats. Good. You do, because sometimes I'm kind of like Growing with Hudson. I may want to call out sometimes, but I don't. I get up and I go in, and actually on the way, I just start thinking about everything that I'm grateful for. And when I'm down, that helps me a lot. A blessed journal. Yes, Littlefoot Ranch, you call yours a blessed journal. And Grace, you have one as well. You like it. You do too, Gigi. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it just helps. Yes, growing with her. So it's like, oh my goodness. Hey, the everyday life of an OCD chick. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. And it just helps me feel much better once I go through and continue to go through all the things that I am grateful for, getting a massage. That goes back to spa day, getting a massage that can help a lot of us. Do you have ideas on guerrilla gardening? I don't have ideas right now on guerrilla gardening. I do. I'm trying to think of who I've been seeing that guerrilla gardens. I've, but I don't have any ideas right now on guerrilla gardens. I know there are a lot of people in here that garden. I'm not sure if anyone in any of you guerrilla gardening in here. I know we have a lot of gardeners in the chat right now, but I'm not sure if any of them guerrilla garden. But I'll write that note down. That may be something that we can talk about. So I'll take a note on that. Turn the front lawn into edibles. Yes. There are a lot of people in here that have their front lawns as edibles. A lot of people in here do that. You love spa days, Sharon? Yes. And eating healthy. One of the other things that I found that helps me during times of stress, the weather is bothering your knees. Is it the rain? Are you getting a lot of rain or cold? You will be guerrilla gardening in your neighborhood. Your neighbors' yards. You dropping seeds everywhere, hands in the dirt. We all need to be dropping seeds everywhere this year. I'm telling you, we all need to be dropping some seeds everywhere. To the guerrilla garden with all those potholes. You could take a ride to New Orleans and guerrilla garden with all the potholes. Yes, praying for your knees, Grace. Absolutely. Absolutely. That the weather has it. Have you tried any of the natural things? I was reading about um, oil of oregano, oil of rosemary. It's supposed to be really good for inflammation. So I don't know if you've tried any of those things, but those things are supposed to be pretty good for inflammation. You're gonna put okay. I think that's for hands in the dirt. Yes. So a lot of people in here though are gardening and doing a lot of things for gardening, and I know that gardening helps a lot of folks relax too. And you growing food at the same time, growing healthy food, healthy food, healthy snacks at the same time too, joyful stories, reading joyful stories every day is a big help, just getting out in the sun and gardening. That's the key with gardening for me too, is to be able to get out there in the sun. I know some of us right now, as we said, are not able to get out there, and exercising regularly. That's something that I certainly could do much better at. I know some in here do get their exercise in on a regular basis. I'm not one of those, having a good cry. Sometimes you just want to sit down and have a good cry. And that is something that people don't think of that can help you with depression or mental health, but it really can. Grace, you ate some turmeric last night. Oh my goodness. Well, I do hope and pray that you feel much better. Absolutely. You had to go to the emergency room. You do feel so much better. Yes, praying for you. Grace, absolutely. Relax, relate, and release. Exactly the everyday life of an OCD chick. That's really, really important. One of the things is hanging out with your friends. Yes, praying for grace. Hanging out with your friends and that's another thing, Nikki. I know you're talking to the OCD-ish life of the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick, Nikki. Dogs actually is something that calms people. Having dogs and looking at pictures of dogs actually calms people. First things that you ever grew were lavender, mint, oregano, and rosemary. They can all be used in foods and oils, super beneficial. That's very true. That's very true. So Grace, Barb is saying to drink some turmeric and ginger tea or with milk, golden milk for inflammation. I'm gonna have to look up what golden milk is, Barb, because I haven't heard of golden milk. Or is it called golden milk when you put the turmeric and ginger in there? Is that what it is? Yes, pets are amazing. They definitely calm people down. They relax people. And you see them oftentimes in different, like in hospitals. You saw a huge watermelon growing on the side of the hill in a Chick-fil-A. Did you really? Did you get well, I know you didn't, hands in the dirt, because you would probably go and get that watermelon if it's growing on the side. No dogs. It's your stress. Golden milk is great. It's super relaxing. So I'm writing that down, y'all. I'm writing that down. Golden milk. So they'll find out exactly what that is, or is it when you add. I'm going to look it up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look it up and I'll see exactly what that is to relax you. And I'm going to do another quick giveaway, guys, because that giveaway went pretty quickly. So I want to do another one. And let's see what I have in front of me right now. So right now I have 3 packs. I have thyme, sage, and basil. This is for thyme. So I'm going to have to write them down. For thyme, sage, and basil. I bought a lot of seeds to be able to give away. And what I want to do, let's see. You love turmeric. You know that turmeric works and you eat it in your yogurt yesterday. Oh, good. Good. Yes, it's yummy golden milk. You make it with your almond milk or your oat milk. Okay. Okay. You did a quick short on golden milk. It's turmeric tea with milk and raw honey. It's good for relaxation, pain, and inflammation. Turmeric milk pepper. That's golden for you. Very good. I got you, Jamie. You're working on your collaboration. Okay. Okay. Honey, absolutely. Get some honey. So I'm gonna give away these 3 packs of seeds, guys, and getting hungry listening to all of that. So for the thyme, the sage, and the basil, we're gonna go again for some seeds, 1 through 100 again, guys. Very easy giveaway, 1 through 100. Go ahead and go. Oh, listen, I'm going to ask y'all to stop right away because I see it. So I'm going to ask y'all to stop. I'm going to ask y'all to stop. I see it. 66 came out of the gate, guys. I think it's my Renaissance grandma. Yes, my Renaissance grandma, it's you. Congratulations. Congratulations. So send me an email. Whole new perspective at gmail.com. And I'll have these seeds on the way. Congratulations. So I'm still thinking about things that are good for us. Anybody growing turmeric? Is anyone in here growing turmeric? I grew some turmeric, but my turmeric didn't grow really well the year that I grew it. And so I'm not sure because it just didn't grow that well. Did I miss someone in here? I see everyone speaking to Myra. Did I miss Myra? Uh, yes. Anyone in here? You're growing. You got black turmeric from Dan's Permaculture. It's growing right now. Hey, Myra, did I miss you? It's growing right now. You're growing turmeric and ginger. I do really well with ginger right now. I do really well. I haven't with turmeric yet, but I may try turmeric again. You've grown turmeric before, but you didn't last year. You're gonna do some this year. Yes, I'm gonna definitely try to grow my ginger again because it really, really does really well. And I use ginger. I use ginger for my tea every day. Every day. So the black turmeric, I haven't tried that. Is there something called a blue turmeric? Is there a blue one as well? Y'all know about that? Heard that? Dan has a lot of different turmerics. Mara isn't it? I got you, my Renaissance grandma. Thank you, growing with Hudson. Thank you, growing with Hudson. Same thing. It's the same. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It is a blue. Okay. And a green turmeric too. Wow. The New Orleans gardener, I know you are growing turmeric as well. I'm going to try to grow some this year. I'm just exactly not sure what I'll grow. Turmeric is not what you call traditional spice. You don't know how to cook or season with turmeric. A lot of people put turmeric on a lot of different things just because of it's supposed to be really good for inflammation. So a lot of people will put turmeric on a lot of things, and they put it in teas and just various things for the help with inflammation. A lot of people do. As well, really, any types of stews that you cook, you can put it in just about anything. You have red turmeric. Wow. You need a red turmeric now. So I haven't seen that either. I guess there are so many different ones. Now let me ask this, do they have the same healing power, or do some have traditionally other type or a better healing power? You all know that? You can shred it fresh on salads, make teas or golden milk. Just don't forget the black pepper, because otherwise it doesn't. Oh, okay. You need black pepper with it. India likes to cook with it. Yes, a lot. It's used in a lot of Indian recipes. You're gonna find out. Ginger is the original. Yes. Yes, Rebecca's giving everyone some ideas on how to use that turmeric. For those that said they weren't really sure about how to cook or season with it, it's really a great herb or spice. It really is. Hey, my granny's garden, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. You Barb says she dehydrated her ginger and turmeric for teas, cooking, and baking needs. I dehydrated my ginger as well. Now, I like to use the green stalks of my ginger, and I tell you what I did. I really boiled it down. Usually, I'll dehydrate that, and I'll use that in my teas. But this year, what I decided to do was, because I still already have some dehydrated, I decided to just uh, boil it and make a tea with it. And so I froze a lot of it. And I do still have a lot of that frozen ginger like that. And I've actually been deciding what I want to do with it. I'm going to make something out of it. So you compound in black pepper, your body will absorb the curcumin Without it, your body can't absorb it properly. So you need the black pepper along with the turmeric. You do hands in the dirt says you do that with your moringa powder. You just sprinkle some on your food while you're cooking. I got you. Not necessarily the flavor, but for the health benefits of the moringa. Yes, I still have quite a bit of moringa as well. You use black pepper. The black pepper increases the rate of absorption of the turmeric. Thank you, KJ. Yes, you do the same. Just sprinkle it in your food with the turmeric or the moringa. Hey, the analytic gardener, how are you doing? Now, I know that that's who does some guerrilla gardening right there, the analytic gardener. Someone was asking about guerrilla gardening earlier. Analytic gardener. You're listening while you're eating your dinner. Yes. So yeah, somebody was asking about that, and I know that I've been watching you do some of that. I've been watching you do some of that. That's been really good. Uh, seeing you out and about doing that. Your answer, your emails. So good to see you, analytic gardener. Use your ginger to make spice cakes too. You like to add some cayenne. Yes. Yes. That guerrilla gardening, it's been fun for you, the analytic gardener. Well, it looks like it. It's going to be exciting to watch everything come up. Once it starts to come up, it's going to be good to watch that. How can you grow on your front lawn and have your neighbors steal your crops in hard times? Yes. How can I grow on your front lawn and not have your neighbors steal your crops in hard times? Woo, that's a hard one right there. Because even if you don't have hard times, sometimes, especially if you have fruit trees, people come along and get your fruit off your trees, and that's not even in hard times, right, Gigi? They're gonna steal it. If they're getting it now, and there's definitely be out there getting it in hard times, unless you out there watching it with your 2A community. But if it's in your front yard, it's going to be very, very difficult to keep anyone from getting it. They're picking fruit off the trees, and it's like I said, it's not even hard times. And people have that. I think New Orleans gardener, didn't you have someone get some of your stuff off of your trees as well? I think you had neighbors, your plantains or something, get something off. So yeah, it's difficult to keep people from getting your things sometimes when they see it and they really want it, Hey, walking purpose, Monica Miles, how are you doing? How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're just talking about a lot of different things, from ways to de-stress, really, and for better mental health. Neighbors are gonna be neighbors. That's very true. That's very true, Gigi. Neighbors are gonna be neighbors. Yes, yes. It was the sugar cane that they came over and took, Grace. That was the sugar cane. Okay. The neighbors came over and took some of the sugar cane. So it is very difficult. Just to let you know, your husband and you both agree your voice is very soothing. Nikki, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Doing these YouTube videos, these things can be nervous. I get nervous, and I have to tell you, I have to be honest. Every Monday, one of the things that I say is I say, I think I'm going to cancel. I think I'm going to cancel. I think I'm going to cancel because I'm nervous every time, But I still get on here and do it. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. Exactly. The everyday life of an OCD chick, Nikki. I do. Collie wobbles every single time. Thank you for putting in the article on the different colors of turmeric. I appreciate that, Growing with Hudson. Thank you. You think about growing root crops and intersperse them between ornamental plants. Yes, that's a good way to do it as well. Carrots, turnips, potatoes. Now, do you have to grow everything on in your front yard? Do you have a backyard that you can grow anything in? Thank you, Good Eats. I appreciate it. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. So, do you have to grow everything in your front yard? Ah, thank you, KJ. I appreciate it. Love you. I sound like I'm a teacher. Oh, I appreciate it, Grace. Thank you. Thank you. I do. I appreciate it. But that's the one thing is to try you're doing. Thank you, Barb. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. The one thing is to try to grow as inconspicuous as you can. You know, do you have to grow everything in your front yard, or can you grow some things in your backyard? Can you put some things in some pots? Things that you may can move inside. Guys, I'm looking for my little seed bag. If you see me moving around and looking, that's what I'm doing. You live in the suburbs of Baton Rouge. You have a small back and front yard and little side yard. Want to think up or grow vertical? Yes, yes. You know, there are a lot of different types of vertical gardens. I have a vertical, trying to think, a green stalk that I grow in. They also have those vertical gardens or vertical planters at the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you've seen those, but those they have at the Dollar Tree, and a lot of people do really good at growing with that. You grow things in pots in Jamaica. Yes. You've been growing some really good things in Jamaica, but you guys have, what was it, Grow Zone 13? Is that what it was? So you can grow so many different things in your area because you have a grow zone that is that allows you to just be able to grow anything, you know? And I think that's great to be able to do that. I'm looking for some of my seeds, guys, so I can give you some other things. So I can give out some more goodies here. So I'm going to give out this next trio that I want to give out. Some of this can do, well, I guess it depends on where you live. It can be planted in different places. Hello, how are you doing? Anna Nana Garden 8B. Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you? I hope I didn't miss anyone. We're getting ready to give away another set of seeds here, and I hope I did not miss anyone. So this set of seeds, we're giving away some lettuce, some kale, and some radishes. These things, depending on where you live, they can be given away pretty soon. So Sharon, you asked, do seeds expire? I think I'll say that some of them, they have a date on them, a sell by date on them. They don't have an expiration date on them, but they do have a sell by date on them. I haven't had any seeds to expire, to be honest. What I will say is sometimes even the seeds that the sale date hasn't come yet, they may not germinate. So I think you just, for me, just really have to put it in the ground, put it in the dirt, or put it in my hydroponic system to see that. Yes, they do expire. They expire, but we still keep using them, don't we, Renaissance Grandma? But they have a sell by date or a pack date, but I don't see any expiration date on there. You're right. We don't care if there really is one. We have seeds that go back. I know I have to say I probably won't use there in my freezer, but I have some over 10 years old sitting in my freezer, y'all. You heard that yes, I have them in the freezer, Jamie. Some really, really old ones. And listen, if push come to shove, they will come out. I don't know if they'll do anything, but they'll come out. Even if I have to eat the seeds, they'll come out. We do not care. Well, what are your thoughts on quail versus chickens or rabbits in the suburbs? No roosters allowed here, but a limit of so you can have chickens in your area. I think that's great. We have folks in here that have chickens. I think we have some folks in here that have quail and rabbits. So those of you that have those, can you weigh in on that? Your thoughts on quail versus chickens or rabbits in the suburbs. I think it's going to depend on what you like to eat as well. No roosters are allowed, but you can have 3 chickens. I would, I, you know, I would love to have some chickens myself, to be honest. I would love to have some chickens myself. So I would go with chickens each time. Don't put seeds in a glass jar by the wood stove. Jamie, sound like you had an experience with that. There are some folks in here. Can any of you weigh in on chickens, rabbits, or quail? I'll just say that I would look at, for me, because the chickens or may end up with roosters, the quail, they're a lot smaller though. And so you may end up needing a lot more if you have that. What happened, Jamie, to your seeds that were by the wood stove? Chicken, quail, or rabbits are pets. Yes, you could say all of those would be considered a pet, but if you're allowed to have 3 chickens in your area, that is really great. Oh, little quail are loud? I didn't know that. Quail are loud, dirty, and more aggressive in comparison to chickens, but their eggs are higher in protein for how small they are and lower in cholesterol. I thought you had all of those, Littlefoot Ranch. So that's good to know. I didn't realize that the quail were loud. I know the quail you can have inside. They cooked and so your seeds ended up cooking. Oh boy. So I hope that answers your question. She said the quails are loud. Your rabbits, yours run free until they are needed. Yes. Yes. I didn't know that quail were loud either. So that's good to know that that quail is loud. Bunnies are a must. Their manure is a cold manure and you can put it straight onto the garden. So if you had to pick one of the 3 that you have, Littlefoot Ranch, what would it be? The quail, the chicken, or the bunnies? Is it the bunnies then? The manure is cold manure and can be put straight in the garden. And also, I guess the bunnies, they produce rapidly as well. It's mainly the males. Oh, the male quail, they're loud. I get it. I get it. I always thought that they were quiet, and that was one of the reasons that people had them in there inside normally. And I know that was one of the things I was thinking, that they could be inside. You were wondering who's venturing out with the microgreens this season. Well, I'm not sure about the microgreens this season. The reason I look at microgreens, and I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, is it just takes a lot of soil growing with Hudson. For me, your quail aren't loud. Your next door neighbor had some for over 10 years and you never knew it. Maybe yours had the females. Hello, Sanov. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. A bunch. Yes, so a bunch of tom turkeys. Those are very loud. I do know that. You thought chicken manure would burn your plants. Is it the same? No, no. They're saying that the rabbit manure is cold and you can put that straight on the plants, but not the chicken manure. It's what that sounds like. You're trying to grow some microgreens. Are you growing microgreens this year? Hudson, you mean that they're not as loud as roosters, but the males are quiet or not quiet. I got you. I saw you have your toms. Microgreens are super easy to grow, but don't the microgreens take up a lot of soil? The microgreens take up a lot of soil. You have to compost the chicken manure before you can use it. I thought so, but not the rabbit manure. They don't take up a lot of soil, Nikki. Microgreens versus sprout. I like to sprout. I don't know much about microgreens, but I like to sprout because, of course, sprouting takes, to me, it takes more water. You're trying to have some. Are you? I sprout the mung beans. I sprout mung beans. They're the first thing that I ever learned how to sprout. Growing with Hudson. Are you sprouting them or are you using them as a microgreen? You like the sprouts too? Good. You just did a video on sprouts. I saw that. I saw that. I do like the sprouts. Sydney Johnson and family. Happy Monday. How are you? How are you doing? Good to see you. You love the mung beans. So I like the sprouts. I haven't tried to grow any microgreens yet. And the reason, I always thought it required a lot of soil, and that's why I haven't grown those. But let me get ready to give away this last set of seeds, guys, real quick. But these are for my US or my US people, okay? You're going to try microgreens. Again, we have lettuce, kale, and some radishes. And most of us in this area can grow these right now. You're hanging in there. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Sydney. I'm so sorry to hear that about your nephew. And prayers for your family and comfort for your family. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I need to come over to see what you and Monica both are doing. So what I want to do with those seeds for our local people, yes, Sydney, we'll keep you in our prayers. For our US folks, these seeds, I'm going to, let's see, what do I want to do? This one I'm going to do really simple and easy. Yes, Sydney, everyone has you in their prayers and in their thoughts. Yes, so sorry to hear about that. Yes. So what I'm going to do this time for this, this will be pretty quick because I'm just going to ask you to pick a color. Pick a color. Gigi's Natural. Stop. Purple. Gigi is the first one that I saw that put in purple. So we can stop. Congratulations, Gigi. Congratulations, Gigi. I don't know. I think, well, I may need you to send me your email, your address, Gigi. So if you send it to wholenewperspective@gmail.com, and I'll get these in the mail to you. Yes, and I think your area, I know you can plant this stuff now. I know you can. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. So Analytic Gardener does guerrilla gardening. So you can go over there and check out what she's doing with the guerrilla gardening. Yes. Condolences, hugs, and love to you and your family, Sydney. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Congratulations, Gigi. Does anyone else have any questions before we get out of here? We're getting ready to come up on an hour, and you guys know that I like to be in and out within an hour. Does anyone have any other questions or last minute thoughts? I wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything that I wanted to add, really. I guess one of the other things to say is to, we talked about mental health and having good mental health, but to start, let me see. Let me come back up. Okay, my sister thought someone else may have said it, but I see Gigi still. So we're good. We're good. I see, Gigi. So yes, if you just email me, I'll be glad. Thank you, Growing with Hudson, for putting that in there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Absolutely. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Good mental health is truly important. That's the one of the things that I wanna focus on really is making sure that we have good mental health, you know? So everyone make sure that you take care of yourself, take care of your families, take care of your mental health, you know? We Thank you, Nikki. The jerk chicken looked good. You know, I was waiting for my friends, my Jamaican friends to come in. I do know that one of them, she came in and Stacy, and she said that it looked good to her. So that was good for me. So yes, I do. That is how I make mine. You know, over here, I don't do a lot of fresh things right now. I'm just trying to do things that are very easy. And I do want to say that one of the things that I wanted to do, get a 1 year box as talked about on other channels. So one of the things I do want to say that going forward in March, you know, I started in January with Jar It Up, and I moved on to uh, homemade mixes. And I want to talk about I have been getting a lot of questions about preparedness, and so for the month of March, I'm going to do a lot of different things about preparedness. I know that and that will take a lot of things into consideration. There'll be a lot of things. You was looking for Stacy. She's not in here tonight. I'm surprised, but yeah, she's not in here tonight walking Purpose Monica. But yeah, so we'll do some preparedness for the month of March. I will, but I won't be posting every day like I have the last few or 5 days a week. I won't be posting like that. I'll probably post 3 days a week, but I will because I have been getting a lot of emails and things like that. So I will come back and start answering some of those questions. But when you think about the things that I've been doing, canning, making mixes, stockpiling, all of that is still part of preparedness because that's preparing food and being prepared with food. So we'll just continue right along doing that. And I do want to thank everybody that has joined me tonight. I hope I did not miss anyone. If I did, it definitely was not intentional. And I appreciate everyone for coming in tonight and joining me. Deuces, my Renaissance grandma. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Walking Purpose, Monica Miles. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Have a great night growing with Hudson. Oh, thank you, Sanal. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful night. Have a blessed, healthy, and safe evening, everyone. Sharon, a good night. Yes, thank everyone so much for being here. Hands in the dirt. Have a good night. We'll see you guys over at Wind Down Wednesday. Miss Shirley, I know you're in here. We'll see you on Thursday. Have a good night, Maria Graham. I appreciate you. Thank you to all of my wonderful moderators. I appreciate you. How's your going? Oh, I still need quite a bit of watch hours, Sydney. So yes, I do have a all playlist for those that are so inclined to run my playlist so I can get my watch hours up. Thank you for that reminder, Sydney. I appreciate it. Nikki Walker, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Blessings, bless up, good eats, homestead. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. My Granny's Garden. Thank you. I appreciate it. Blessed family. Thank you, sis. Love you. Gigi, so good to see you in here. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, sis. Cheryl, thank you so much, Cheryl Faulkner. Thank you for your support. The analytic gardener, I appreciate it. Have a great night. Miss Shirley, absolutely. Take care. Thanks again, TLC. Good to see you. I appreciate everyone. Y'all have a wonderful week. Yes, Sydney, I appreciate you for running my playlist. I do. Thank you all so much. Love you guys. Take care.